Welcome to Metro Maps, an open source solution for displaying your GIS data on the internet. This first tutorial is designed to help you get started with the basic navigation and data display tools. Metro Maps presents the user with a large map area in the center window. To the left of the map area is a collapsible panel containing the data layers. This is the table of contents. To the right of the map area is another panel containing the database search results and tool tabs. Each panel can be hidden by clicking the Hide button, and can be reopened by clicking the same button again. In addition, you can temporarily open a panel by clicking on the panel bar. When you move the cursor off the panel, it will slide out of view without forcing the map to redraw. You might use this feature to access a panel's functions, such as turning on or off a layer while still maintaining a large map display. Across the top are standard tools for interacting with the display area and the data. The first 6 tools are used to navigate to different parts of the map. Let's take a closer look at those first 6 navigation tools. We'll start by clicking on and activating the Zoom In tool. You'll notice that the tool icon changes to indicate that it is now the active tool. Now we'll zoom into a new area by clicking on a spot on the map. The display zooms in a set amount and centers the display at the location of the mouse click. We can return to our previous display window by clicking once on the last view tool. Notice that even though we clicked on the last view tool, the zoom in tool is still active. Another more common way to zoom in is to use the zoom in tool to define a display window. This is done by holding down the mouse button and dragging the mouse cursor to define the other corner of the display. When you release the mouse button, the map display will zoom into the newly defined window. The Pan, or Navigate tool, is used to move the map display to a new area without changing the map scale. The Zoom Out tool works similarly to the Zoom In tool. Once activated, a single click will zoom out a predefined amount and center the display upon the location of that mouse click. Defining a Zoom Out window with this tool will shrink the display to fit into the newly defined window. Clicking on the Zoom Full Extent tool will bring the display back to the original view area. Now that we've examined the 6 basic navigation tools, let's take a look at the left window panel that contains the list of data layers in our table of contents. Besides being collapsible, the panel can also be resized. This is done by placing the cursor on the separator bar and, while holding down the mouse button, moving the bar to the right or left. In this case, we'll move the separator bar to the right a bit so we can see all the data layer names. Metro Planning can arrange the data layers into any set of categories defined by the user. These categories may get rather big, but they can be collapsed by clicking on the minus symbol to the left of the folder icon at the top of the layer list. This helps the user keep the table of contents from getting too cluttered. Data layer display is turned on and off by clicking in the box to the left of each layer name. A layer that is displayed will have a check mark in the box. Metro Maps integrates web mapping services from a variety of sources. In our example here, we're using road and air photo services from Microsoft's Bing Maps as 2 of the underlying base layers. The Bing road layer will show more road annotation as you zoom in. The order of the layer list within each category represents how the layers will stack on top of one another when displayed in the map window. Some layers can benefit from the use of a transparency value, as you can see demonstrated in this tax layer. This layer is a set of polygons rendered with a solid color shade fill. If left like that, the user would not be able to see any features underneath. But Metro Maps has built a transparent color fill for this layer, so that the air photo features can still be seen through the overlaying tax layer. Now that you've familiarized yourself with the basic layout and navigation of Metro Maps, you may want to take a look at the next tutorial video in this series and see what sort of powerful search capabilities Metro Maps has to offer.